Most modern galleries are designed as white cubes, blank slates intentionally severed from the outside world. But some museums draw their entire identity from the specific coordinates where they stand. This specific curve of Sydney Harbour is known as Talawalada. For over 65,000 years, it has been a continuous site of culture and ceremony for the Gadigal people. This same shoreline later became the primary colonial and maritime gateway to Australia, heavily trafficked by ferries, trading ships, and naval vessels. To understand the contemporary art housed inside the Museum of Contemporary Art Australia today, you have to look down first. The work is framed by the deep, colliding histories of the ground beneath it. The museum's foundational shell is a stripped classical edifice. Designed in the 1930s and completed in the 50s, it originally served as the Maritime Services Board building, a rigid, symmetrical symbol of government authority. In 2012, that strict symmetry was broken by a radical new contemporary wing, designed by Sydney architect Sam Marshall. Marshall designed the extension as a series of asymmetrical boxes. The stark white, black, and brown glass and concrete intentionally clash with the heavy sandstone of the heritage structure. This expansion created a physical punch-through, slicing a direct pedestrian pathway from the dense urban grid of George Street straight out to the waters of Circular Quay. This architectural tension creates a physical bridge between two worlds, the heavy, permanent stone of the city's past and the open, transparent spaces required for its future. Moving inside the galleries reveals the museum's defining mandate. It is the only public museum in Australia solely dedicated to collecting and exhibiting the work of living artists. At the absolute center of this curatorial vision is the First Nations First framework. Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander art forms the foundation of the museum's identity. A major pillar of this is the Arnott's Biscuits collection. Donated in the early 90s, it brought hundreds of bark paintings from remote communities like Groote Hyland and the Tiwi Islands directly into the contemporary space. Looking closely at pieces from Arnhem Land reveals specific stylistic differences. The intricate cross-hatched linework encodes complex traditional stories and spiritual kin relationships unique to that specific country. These works are not treated as ancient relics. They are showcased as active, evolving expressions of the longest continuous artistic dialogue in human history. This chart shows the rapid expansion of the permanent collection since 1989. Over 30 years, it gathered over 4,700 works. Broken down by medium, the archive heavily features unconventional materials, reflecting modern practice. We see every day domestic items repurposed into complex installations, like these recycled plastic containers that have been wired and transformed into glowing sculptural wall fixtures. The museum also provides physical space for stark industrial critique. Installations cast in heavy concrete force viewers to confront the physical weight of modern bureaucracy and labor. By prioritizing the art of now and unconventional materials, the museum functions as an active participant in the cultural dialogue, responding to the shifts of contemporary life as they happen. Moving upward to the Lodi Smorgon Sculpture Terrace, the physical boundaries of the traditional gallery begin to dissolve into the surrounding environment. Specific commissions here interact directly with the elements. Hand-blown glass and recycled sailing ropes shift and sway with the changing light of Sydney Harbour. The museum also projects its vision outward into the city itself. During major festivals, the strict classical facade is illuminated with vast, colorful projections, communicating directly with the broader public. This activity anchors a larger cultural ribbon that stretches across the waterfront, generating tens of millions of dollars in economic and public value each year. The Museum of Contemporary Art presents art as a perspective rather than an object, a lens that encourages us to look outward, reevaluating our relationship to deep history and the continually unfolding future.